Hi, I'm Rachel Wendell with BushcraftOnFire, and I was just making a bow, and this piece here of the bow isn't really strong, so I'm just sawing it off. I have to turn it over there. Now I'm cutting it right here.
Hi, my name's Steven, and I went and found a piece of cedar in the woods. I'm gonna make a bow out of it and split it down and tiller the ends so that they have a nice draw to them. I saved the top part of the tree to make something else with, so it's not wasted.
Hi, my name is Ty, and I've got a piece of wood here, and I'm going to coal burn a cup out of it. And what I'm going to do first is I'm going to cut a little part of the wood off right here where I can put my coal, and then with the straw I'm going to blow until it burns a hole down in the cup, and then I'm going to cut the sides off and I'll have my cup.
What you doing there, babe?
Well, I'm actually going to try to finish a project that I started, and what I had done was take a branch that went at an angle so that I could make a spoon for my canned soups. And so had started it with coal burning, then I got this awesome knife, and I'm working the knife inside to make a nice smooth bottom to my spoon. And another project that I'm wanting to complete is for the fire. I went in the woods and I found these old bones, and what I plan to do is to remove this portion and these bumps so that I can place this in the fire, move my hot coals for my keep campfire so that I'm able to move these coals without burning myself.
My name is Batya. I'm making a bowl. Here I put coal in the middle of this piece of wood. Now I'm going to scrape it out, and then I'm going to put more coal in it so I can burn a big hole to make a bowl.
Alright, what you doing, babe?
Well, I decided that my project was going to be a spoon. People wanted to see how to use this knife. This is a knife that Sig gave me out at Dirt Time 09, and real nice crooked knife. So I took a piece of cedar, and I'm going to try to hollow out a spoon here. I'm taking out the red innard, and I've got to be real careful. It's actually kind of tricky because on cedar it tends to split along there, so I'm trying to make it from both ends at one time so it doesn't split out. So we'll work on it for a while and get back with you when we get it more into a bowl shape.
My name is Charlie.
Who's Charlie?
The kitten.
Hi, I'm Donna.
Hi, I'm Becca. Hi, I'm Rachel. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to make a bedroll. And what we're going to do is kind of tie the hay together, and then it'll make a bedroll.
Well, as we gather the hay out here in the field, you can see all the hay we've gathered. This is just some of it. We've gathered a whole bunch at the house already, and we got a lot more to gather.
What I'm doing is I'm taking the hay, bending it and pulling it, and then I keep doing it as fast as I can, and then I start getting a bigger pile.
Another project that I was going to work on this week is finding herbs and drying them out for medicinal purposes. If you see here, this is yarrow, and it almost looks like a fern, that grows here in a patch you can see. Yarrow has several benefits. One, you can dry out the leaves and use it as a packing inside of a wound for healing of wounds. You can also use it in a tea that you make out of the yarrow. Would be for women whenever it's that time of month and you're having cramping. You can make a tea out of it, and it will relieve the cramping and any discomfort that you would have during this.
Hi, my name is Christopher, and I'm going to show you what I've been doing. I've been taking a deer hide that I got, and I'm turning it into finished leather so that eventually I can make a shirt. What I've got here is the hair side of the hide where I've started to take off the hair, and I'll show you how I'm taking off the rest of the hair. I had it sitting in a lye solution of ashes and water for about 3 days, and then I changed it into fresh water for the past 2 days. Alright, what I'm doing here is I'm taking off the hair. I go against the way that the hairs grow, so whenever I do that I just pinch with my thumb and forefinger and just peel back, and it pulls off a whole strip at a time, and after it's been soaking it comes off extremely easily, as you can see right there.
Right now I'm picking plantain, and you want to get the youngest, the smallest leaves that you can find here. And this we're going to make a tincture out of it for bug repellent, and also it's fine for, which I'm going to test out this week, for bug bites. And after you get bit by a bug, you just take that tincture and you rub it onto your bug bite, and it's to relieve the itch. You can see the gathering of that. You want to take, and after you gather all your leaves, and again you want the small leaves, you go ahead and fill up a jar and pack these leaves as tight as you can into a jar, and then fill the jar up with olive oil. And once you do that, that jar has to sit in that olive oil with the leaves for 6 weeks, and every day you're going to turn that jar to rotate it so that the olive oil is flowing through the leaves.
I'm going to start the split with this axe and take the wedges that I just made, come a little up in front of the axe, and open it up a bit more. And then take the axe, turn it around, put it back where that split is.
What are you doing, Ty?
Well, I've burned out my coal, and now I'm cleaning out this black that has built up so I can put another coal in and keep on burning.
Great job. How's yours come along, Batya?
Slowly but surely.
Well, you're doing good. Keep it up.
What you doing there, babe?
Well, I cut through, and I'm going to score along here with the awl so I can remove this piece so it'll make for easier holding. How's your project coming, babe?
Oh, we're just getting there. I got the bowl started. The bowl's going to actually come out the whole width of this. It's going to be a pretty big spoon, maybe a stirring spoon. So I took and started shaping off the rest of the spoon, get it in nice shape. Going to leave it back and not touch that so it's nice and smooth. And we'll go around and smooth everything off and get everything carved out. Right now, like I said, we're just about to the point where we're going to get back to carving with the wooden spoon and with the crooked knife in a few minutes.